Hi, welcome along to the Weekender Show here on Ball Street. This is the new home of the Weekender Show. Don't forget to come here just before the weekend to check out the best previews anywhere on YouTube. I'm joined today by Sam from United PeoplesTV, the Manchester United channel, Flav from the Fighting Cock Tottenham Hotspur podcast, and Younes from 100% Chelsea. And later on, we're also going to have Chris Pajak from the Redmen TV to talk about the Liverpool versus West Ham game. But first of all, let's get into the games concerning you lads. We're going to kick off with you, Sam. Now, this game...
Get in there.
You know, a lot of people are thinking that this could be where the giant killing's going to be. Derby versus Manchester United. Derby haven't been playing that well recently. They've lost 3 out of their last 5 games. But then Manchester United as well. Pretty horrendous recently. That really demoralising defeat against Southampton as well.
It was demoralising. We were already demoralised before we had a demoralising defeat.
Right.
So I don't know what stage of demoralisation we're at now, but it's pretty low.
Agony.
So, agony. We've reached the agony stage.
Agony.
What's below agony?
Suicidal.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I mean, normally you'd be going into a game like this thinking to yourself, well, you know, standard FA Cup victory, but Derby are near the top of the championship. They do have Tom Ince, who's a very, very good player. They're going to be playing at home. It's going to be a packed stadium, stadium as well.
It is a nice stadium.
Your predictions for the game?
I'm predicting a scrappy, ugly, boring 1-0 win for somebody. And I love to say I know it's going to be United, but I just don't. United have got...
You honestly don't think Manchester United are going to... It's sunk that low that you don't think you beat Derby?
No.
You've reached those depths.
Yeah, I have reached those depths, and I don't want to be...
I'm surprised at that. I mean, I
don't want to be in these depths. No, I've been there, like, before Norwich. I'm like...
Derby fans would kill for your situation. You've been spoilt. That's your problem.
What we're talking about today? We're not talking about what's happened.
You're 5th in the league.
Yeah.
Derby are... I don't know where they are in the league, to be fair, but they're off form at the moment.
They're 5th in the Championship.
5th in the Championship, so a whole division below. It ain't the end of the world. You're going to be all right. Just this game you're going to lose, but then you'll get over it.
It sounds like I walked into Flav's therapy room. It's going to be all right,
I'm worried about you, that's all.
I'm worried about myself. But United are in a real bad situation. It's only getting worse. Like, that Anfield win, if anything's going to galvanise a team, like if anything's going to galvanise Man United, it's beating Liverpool in our own home turf when we didn't really deserve to win. We ball piss there. Like, their fans were angry, and we were loving it. I had a great day out, and then we go and have that Southampton game at home. So you go from the highest highs to the lowest lows. It's the extremes are ridiculous this season.
Well, I think you win this. I'm going to predict. I'm predicting a 2-1.
I'm not going to predict. I'm obviously going to predict United to win 1-0, but I would not be surprised if that 1-0 was flipped the other way.
Right, so you're going 1-0 United. I'm going 2-1 United. What about you, Younes?
I'm going 2-0 Derby. I see a little, well, it's not much of a shock nowadays, but a little shock.
Says Chelsea fan. After this season.
Well,
anyway, as you were saying.
You know, we'll move on to next year for us. But for you right now, United struggling. Derby have signed a new striker, Nick Blackman, for 2.5 million. That's added to Darren Bent and an attacking force against a defence that, to be honest, are looking abysmal. And
our defence isn't the weak point, it's everything else. The defence isn't that bad, and we've got De Gea in goal. The thing I'm worried about is Tom Ince.
De Gea play in that game, you think?
Yeah, of course he will. Romero's not getting anywhere near those sticks. I'm better than Romero, seriously. I can just see Tom Ince celebrating with Paul Ince in the crowd. It's making me angry thinking about it. I just hope it doesn't happen, but it's not going to be an easy game for United, but technically, on paper, we should win.
Okay, Flav, finally.
Yeah, I think Derby going to sneak it 1-0.
Derby to sneak it 1-0, wow.
Cheers, Flav.
So now the next game we're going to look at is Liverpool versus West Ham, and we've got Chris Pajak from the Redmen TV basking in his Wembley glory, where they just about scraped it over Stoke on penalties with the Welsh Perlo, Joe Allen, doing the business again.
Calm down.
Look at him, he's still smart. It's the League Cup, mate, calm down.
Did you see my phone come after the game?
Yeah, I did. Keep it clean here, all right? Keep it clean. All right, listen, Liverpool versus West Ham. It's going to be, you're going to have to come down off of all those emotions. And this is a tough game because West Ham number one, they're playing well at the moment, and number two, they always seem to turn you over.
Yeah, we've had a struggle against West Ham recently, mate. The game at Anfield's going to live long in the memory because they absolutely battered us 3-0 and we weren't in the game at all. And even at West Ham, you know, Andy Carroll scored a goal and they won 2-0 there. And the thing is, it's the FA Cup, mate, and we've played them 5 times in the FA Cup and we've not lost once. The last being the 2006 final where we drew 3-3 and beat them 3-1 on penalties. So hopefully the magic of the cup, the narrative of it, Liverpool will go through in this game.
Do you reckon that that game the other night, I mean, it did go to penalties, that would have taken a lot out of the players?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, we had players like John Flanagan who's had 20 minutes against Exeter in the 3rd round replay, and he played 105 minutes. You know, he's had 619 days out he had from Liverpool, best part of 2 years, and he played 105 minutes in the last game that we played against Stoke. So there's going to be players there that need resting. We've got Nathaniel Klein who's now injured and we don't know when he's going to be coming back. But there's loads of them, mate, and to be honest with you, I don't know exactly how Jurgen Klopp's going to approach this game because, you know, we're still in the Europa League. We've got to the final of the Capital One Cup. We've got the league campaign as always. I don't know whether he's going to take the FA Cup that seriously, and as a Liverpool fan, I kind of want it. I want him to, of course I do. I want to win every competition we can enter. But equally, you've got to take into account the state of the squad. And at the moment, I think it could be a 50-50 kids and experienced team and resting some of the first teams.
I think you've also got to take into account your form because you lost. I mean, you got through on penalties, but Stoke did beat you 1-0. There's also the kind of mental game at Carrow Road where you beat 5-4, which is, you know, you can't really judge that on form, but also Liverpool, on quality and how Klopp's are doing. So Liverpool are actually, if you look at it, on the ropes a little bit, and West Ham are playing very well, scoring goals.
We're on 2 different trajectories at the moment, aren't we? You know, as you say, West Ham are playing really, really well. Liverpool are just so up and down at the moment under Klopp, and you know, I think it's something that he'll sort out. I just don't know which Liverpool are going to turn up because Firmino's been one great game, one bad game, one great game, one bad game over the last 4. I mean, Robbie will know 2 goals against Arsenal. He's got another couple of goals a week ago as well. So it's which Liverpool turned up. Where did he even start? Because I've got a feeling Christian Benteke might start.
Well, listen, give us your prediction. It's probably going to be like 9-8 or something like that, going by your games recently. But what's your prediction for the game?
Man, it's such a tough one. West Ham are in good form, but I'm not going to predict the West Ham victory. It's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool. 2-1
to Liverpool. What about you guys? Where are you going, Sam?
I'm going to go draw on a replay.
Draw on a replay?
Yeah.
I'm going 2-0 West Ham.
2-0 West Ham from Flav and Younes.
I'm going 1-0 West Ham. I think Liverpool are going to be tired after that extra time.
I'm gonna go. I think Liverpool get over the line here. Actually, I think that, you know, they've got. Yeah, I fancy Liverpool in this one.
Got a scouser in disguise here.
I've been getting a lot of my predictions regarding Liverpool right recently. Right, I think 2-1 Liverpool.
Get in, Robbie. That's what we like to hear, mate.
No, it's not really.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thank you very much, Chris.
No problem. Thanks very much.
Say bye to Paul for us.
Tell him yourself, lads.
Thank you very much to Chris. Right, let's move into the next game. This is concerning you, Flav. On paper, it looks like a simple game. You're up against Colchester. They haven't been playing well recently either. Their last 5 games, lost 2, drawn 2, 1-1. They beat Charlton in the last round of the FA Cup, but Charlton were pretty poor. Whereas you guys, you brushed aside Leicester, albeit that you got away with one in the first game against Leicester. You had to go to a replay. What standard win would you say for Spurs?
Yeah, you'd think so. I don't think anybody would, in their right mind, would think that Colchester would get a result, but it is the FA Cup, and I'm just imagining then the glee of Arsenal and Chelsea and you, Sam. I don't know any other Man United fans, sorry, but the
really, there's loads in London.
Yeah, I stay away from the glee of the result like this happens. Such is the magnitude of the shock that would be if Spurs managed to lose against Colchester. Defensively, they're horrendous. They're blunt in attack, and they're in League One. So it's
you're not going to play a weakened team.
Yeah, but even our weakened team, I mean, our weakened team would win that division. And that's not being arrogant. We've just got such a depth of squad currently. And, you know, Colchester away shouldn't cause any problems for us.
What's your prediction then? Give us a scoreline.
It's the FA Cup, so there is that kind of element of them being up for the game. So I don't think it's going to be like a 4 or 5-0. I reckon we'll win 2-0.
Okay. Younes, what about you?
I think Tottenham are going to cruises. Colchester, bottom of League One. As you've pointed out, they're in all sorts of catastrophe. I think Tottenham are flying. They've got a great team, great young boys, great manager, Pochettino. Is he up for grabs? No.
Did you hear something there?
There is that rumour going around that Chelsea are in for him.
But yeah, I'm going 3-0 Tottenham. I don't see anything
3-0
else.
Tottenham.
It would be a big giant killing if Colchester won.
Yeah,
Sam?
huge. Yeah.
I think Flav's right. I think, you know, Colchester will be up for it at the Western Homes Community Stadium, but there's no chance. Well, I'm going to go 3-1. I think Colchester will sneak a scrappy goal, but overall, on 90 minutes, you'll win.
I mean, like you said, Colchester.
The misery of which.
Colchester are the bottom of League One, so that's why I'm going to go for Colchester winning by 1-0. Right, so let's get into Chelsea now. Chelsea up against the MK Dons. MK Dons, who famously a couple of years ago destroyed Manchester United in a cup game. Was it 4-0?
Oh, I'm not listening, man. I'm just reading something.
Right, but again, this should be a standard. I mean, another team that have not been playing very well in the league. But then we know it's the FA Cup. Teams, you know, on any given day. You had it last year with Bradford where they came from a goal down to destroy you at home. Confident that you get a victory over the MK Dons?
I'm confident, but I've got respect. I mean, I'm not going into this game going, yeah, we're going to smash them to bits, you know, as I normally would against
Not
a team
like
like
Flav,
MK Dons. No, yeah. No. But we've been struggling all year, and it's those little teams that, you know, we've been struggling against, or so-called little teams, at least in the Premier League. So MK Dons, we should go there with respect, not too much, but just keep our shape and just keep our momentum at the moment. It's just a question of that. No. No. Yeah, I expect a Chelsea win. I expect a Chelsea win. But if we did bottle it, that would just bring everything collapsing down, I reckon. The whole atmosphere would just...
Scoreline?
I'm going 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1. Sam?
I'd love to disagree. Chelsea haven't exactly been inspiring, but they're not really losing now. So it might be another one of those games. And they're away. MK Dons got a decent stadium. They were up for it when we went there, and they blew us apart. Chelsea won't play. We've really played kids that day. I don't think you'll play that many kids because you never do. So you're just going to play your first team, and you'll win the game. It's going to be like 2-0. 2-0 Chelsea.
Flav?
It's a tricky one for me because actually two teams I don't know who I despise more out of MK Dons and Chelsea. Sorry, Younes.
The feeling's mutual.
Well, that's what football's all about, isn't it? But yeah, I just think Chelsea have much too much for MK Dons. It is a big pitch, nice surface up there, and the quality of their players will mean that there's absolutely no way that MK Dons can beat Chelsea.
Yeah, I can't see MK Dons beating Chelsea. Chelsea, like you said, they're unbeaten under Hiddink. And after last week, they're going to be, you know, their confidence is going to be right up there. Yeah, I've got to go for Chelsea winning that, and I'd say about 3-0. Chelsea win that by 3-0. Finally, we're going to go to Arsenal. We're playing against Burnley, which is not an easy game. Burnley been performing pretty decently in the Championship. They're the form team in the Championship. They've got players like Joey Barton, who, you know, got Premier League experience. It's a big game. It's a big game, and we'll rest a lot of players. We'll probably have guys like Thomas Rosicky might come back after his long-term injury, and that there's even been talk of Francis Coquelin possibly coming back for that, and Mohamed El Nene possibly making his debut in that game. So it's going to be a tough game. I don't think that game's as easy as it looks, but I always fancy Arsenal at home in the FA Cup. Even though it was a few seasons ago, I remember we got done by Blackburn at home, but I can't see that. I can see us putting on the bench guys like Alexis and that able to come off if there is any sort of issue. So I'm going to go for Arsenal winning that game by 2-0. Flav, what about you?
I would absolutely love this game to be drawn. and you have to go up to Burnley, because seeing Spurs play up there a couple of times is really difficult place to go. It's an absolute pain in the arse going up there and playing midweek football. So that would be the great thing, and then nicking a result over there. But I just, you know, some games you can't explain why, but there's just something in you. You can see. I can just see Burnley nicking it, and like 4,000, 5,000 Burnley fans going absolutely sparing that away end. I've seen it before with Blackburn, as you know, neatly recalled.
Not many teams come to our place and beat us.
Absolutely not. It is a rare thing, but it has happened. I really hope it happens.
What's your prediction? Be honest.
All right, be honest. 2-1 Burnley.
Okay. What about you, Younes? What's your predictions on the game?
I think Arsenal will win this. I don't think there's much Burnley can really offer. Just one point though is that they're unbeaten in their last 5. So you can't just be really overconfident and say you're going to wipe the floor off Burnley. But I don't think they've got enough in the tank to come to the Emirates, the holders, and win. It'd be wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see it. That'd be another giant killing. But I think Arsenal will pull through 2-0.
2-0.
I don't see you keeping a clean sheet. I think something you've been reiterating at loads of points this season is Arsenal great at bouncing back. Yeah, we're great about it. I think you will bounce back. I think you will win. But I just think because Mertesacker's coming out, you're going to have to restructure your defence. They got Andre Gray
might be better
on 15 goals. Yeah, I've done well. That's a different ball game altogether. But I think you're going to win. But I'm going to call it a 2-1. I don't think it'll be a blowaway. I think it'll be a gritty, probably the best game of the weekend, I'd say, from a neutral point of view. But I think you'll win.
I think the Derby game might be the better.
Don't watch that.
No, actually, I mean, I'm feeling quite confident. I think it is going to be a tough game, though, because as you guys said, Burnley, have been playing very well in recent weeks. They've got guys like Gray. They've got Joey Barton, of course, in midfield, has got Premier League experience. He'll be chomping at the bit. I remember a couple of seasons ago he was trying to claim that Arsenal were interested in buying him and that. So he gets lots of stick at Arsenal. And I think we'll get through. I'm going to go for Arsenal winning that game by 3-1. 3-1. I think I see goals in it. It will be tough, but we'll prevail. We really want this FA Cup. 3 years in a row, that'd be absolutely magnificent. And I always fancy Arsenal at home. Always. So there you have it. That's our predictions. What are your predictions? Leave it in the comments below. Let us know what your predictions are. And don't forget, subscribe here to the Ball Street channel. The Weekender Show is now here. This is our new home. James will be back next week. And also, we've got other cool programs here. The Social Club on a Monday. And this coming Monday, we've got a special transfer deadline day special, which is going to feature a load of the fan channels. ArsenalFanTV will be there. These guys will be there with their channels. There's going to be a load of football experts, football non-experts as well. Lots of people are going to be there on deadline day, running right from until 11 o'clock, giving you lowdown on all the transfers. That is a show not to be missed. Make sure you check out all the links for that. And yeah, subscribe here to Ball Street. Thank you very much for watching the Weekender Show.
January transfer window is here, the end is fast approaching, and that means one thing, deadline day. We're at Ball Street and the Social Club. We like to do things a little bit differently. Welcome to Ball Street. I will take that. Mr. Ian Riser's here.
Not just Vardy, Shane Long as well.
Brilliant stuff.
Breaking news coming straight in.
It's not going anywhere for 45 million.
Hey, hello, Robbie.
Hopefully getting back on the silverware.
6 Premier League shirts up for grabs. Swansea have been offered the chance to sign Junior Hoylett.
Any little digs you want to get into Arsenal before Robbie comes over?
Why would he leave Leicester to go to Liverpool?
Do you think he's made sufficient signing?
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my God!
Spin the Robbie. Well, we haven't got long left now in this transfer window.
Head over to the Ball Street YouTube channel, subscribe and check out Deadline Day on the 1st of February this year. It's going to be the biggest Deadline Day party in the history of YouTube, the history of the world, the history of football. We'll see you there. It's past 11 o'clock. Okay, so don't bother complaining. All right, you chose to tune into Ball Street.